So when I had the chance to do the Me Being Crafty podcast when we lived in France, I took it, and I really enjoyed doing those 50 episodes.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you ever feel like doing some guest hosting for us, I would love it. So if you feel like you want to just do a few of them and you want to be part of our Just Wanna Quilt podcast, we're doing a lot of interviews. I mean, my goal is to really understand the quilting industry, and we've gotten to, as I said, 75 and since Thanksgiving. And we're trying to get to 200 so for our first round, and then we're doing more targeted research on different parts of the industry like fabric and batting and things like that. So if you ever feel like I just want to do just a little bit, but I don't want the obligation of having it, I would love for you to be part of this project. It would be so insanely great.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I mean, when you first contacted me, I was really interested in that because I think I always like the behind the scenes of something. I think that's part of the reason why I started podcasting, was because I was able to talk to people. What did you do to get ready for XYZ? What did you do to get ready to, launch your book, or to even go after getting that book published? Or, how did you jump into being a pattern designer? I really like seeing the behind the scenes of things. So, I mean, I think being involved with what you guys are doing would be really fun. It sounds like such a cool project.
And I call them my quilting army, because I'm sort of amassing this army of people to help, because it's more fun. And most of my projects have been very solitary because I'm a scholar. So I'm really all about let's have fun and go on an adventure and have people that help. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool.
I love this industry so much, and living overseas, I really appreciate what I have access to. I live in a community now with a lot of expats, and like I said, with the military, we are lucky to be able to have access to that United States address, and not all expats have that. If you are not an active duty person, or for example, if you work at an embassy, you're not necessarily an active duty military person, but you're an embassy employee. They also have this same post office function, but regular expats moving here to teach, or for their jobs, or for the Peace Corps, or all the other wide variety of people that I've met, they don't have that. So I know that I'm really lucky to still be able to, take advantage of buying all the solid fabric that I want from my favorite shop.
So do you have, if I mailed something to you, how does that work? You have an address and it's just is it very expensive to mail things to you, or is it regular? How does that work exactly?
Yeah, it's the regular postage. You do not pay anything higher than regular postage rates. I believe Priority Mail has those flat rate boxes, and if you do it online, then it's $1 cheaper. Maybe it's just not just for my address though, for anybody's address, if you do that online. Yeah. So, and to mail to us, the only difference that I'm aware of is that you have to fill out a customs form.
Interesting.
So which is free. It's free to do a customs. So one of the things
we're doing is we're asking, as part of, if we're doing industry interviews, we're asking for samples, because the first couple of interviews, they would talk about something. I had no idea what they were talking about. I'm not visual in terms of describing things. It's just not my husband planned our wedding, and my mother-in-law and my father, and I had no idea what they were talking about until I walked in. I was like, oh, this is really pretty, but I was like, I had no idea. So that was happening with the interviews. They would describe something. I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. So now people are sending us samples, and part of what we're doing is we are experiencing the samples, and then later, once we do it, we're talking to them again. So if you're interested in joining our quilting army, then once we get stuff, I can send you some stuff, random things that people want us to experience if you want to be part of that list, because I think it'd be quite fun to send you stuff. That
would be really cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's all kinds of things that just show up. And it's fun. It's fun. So
yeah, that sounds really awesome. And, like I said, I do have really a fantastic access to beautiful Western African fabrics. In addition, not only the things that are produced locally, things that are, I believe that the parent, the parent company is Dutch. And so there's one group of fabrics that are imported And then the other one is local. And then there are several people here who hand make batik fabric.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
You'll have to
it's
like
way different than the stuff that we get in the States,
Oh
the
my
batiks
gosh.
are. So I can totally send you like some little samples of the
it?
fabrics that
I
are
would
down
love it.
here.
And
Yeah.
we're also doing field trips. So if you ever get into like, just recording on your phone or something and going and chatting with people, I think people would be so interested in that.
And that's part of what my podcasting from Ghana plan would be, would
that's
only be
great.
local.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so
because
cool.
like I said, I don't think I have the capacity. I don't think I can do the long distance interview thing with the internet and with the time and my, as you get older, as you move and change and things are different, your daily structure changes and stuff like that. So I think it will definitely be in-person interviews. I'd like to think I'm friends with these women now. I'm friends with someone who's a local dressmaker. I'm friends with someone who's a local batik maker. So I do feel comfortable asking if they'd want to be a part of it. So they're definitely high on my list for thinking about this as I plan something.
So cool. And I think if you want, we can always rebroadcast whatever you're doing or point them to your site, because I think people would be really interested in all that. I just think it's super fun. At least I am. I'm super interested to sort of see what
I think it's really interesting when people live in other places outside of the States, just to see the differences or the similarities,
Absolutely. Well, this is so cool. This has been so much fun. I really appreciate your time. What time is it where you are right now?
Let's see. It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, so not terrible. So it's 8:30 here. So we found a time that seemed reasonable for both of us.
Are you there?
Yeah. Are you there?
Oh, I said it's 2:30 in the It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Right, and we're at 8:30 in the morning. So we found a good window to chat. So I really appreciate this. Well, I am so psyched that you came on, and I hope we connect, and I really love you to be part of the quilting army and just figure out ways to keep chatting and I don't know, it's just all cool. I think it's really cool. I love your stuff. I love your podcast. It was great, and I'm really psyched that we talked.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed talking to you. I'd love to be part of the quilting army. I think that sounds like so awesome.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm going to add you to our Facebook page, and then we'll connect to your I'll add you. Wait, you? No, sorry. I'm going to add you to the website and then you can add anything else you want. So okay. So I'm adding you to my quilting army. I'm so psyched. So we'll have to figure out how to play. And I'm totally open to anything. So it'd be super fun. And thanks so much for your time today.
Yeah, that sounds really great. I mean, I think that from here, I'm going to go play with some sewing things. I have a couple things to make for my son, and then a bit of the day left over. So we'll figure out what else to do.
Yeah. And my day is starting. So
yeah, it's so different. My friends in California, I text them. If I text them when I wake up, they're still awake because it's the night before.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
Oh.
Well, it's great chatting with you.
Yeah.
And have a nice rest of the day, and we'll chat soon.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So this is Elizabeth Townsend Guard. You've been listening to Just Wanna Quilt, a research podcast coming out of Tulane University Law School. We want to hear from you. Join our army, our quilting army. Go to our Facebook page. Suggest people to be interviewed. Suggest yourself to be interviewed. We are excited to hear from you. But most importantly, I hope you get a chance to quilt today.